So, Dragon Ball Super has to do this, right? They have to figure out a way for Goku and Vegeta to fight again and figure out who the ultimate victor is going to be in a fair and interesting way, right? Hey YouTubers, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell over by the subscriber button to notify you every single time I upload. Enjoy the video. Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Super discussion video. I am once again joined by the one, the only, the other half of the dynamic duo. Why doesn't everyone say hello? And he'll say hello back. MJ over at MJTV, man. What is up?
Why did you sound so seductive when you were saying that? Are you trying to seduce me right now? We got to keep this PG, brother. Hello, guys.
I am
MJTV
here. Anyway, guys, so you guys saw the title, you saw the thumbnail, you know what we're going to be talking about, or maybe you don't. Really, the only fight that really matters in all of Dragon Ball Super, the one that we all know we want on top of Goku versus Hit round 3, or Goku versus Frieza round 3, or Goku versus Jiren round 2, Beerus versus Goku round 2, all of them. We all want Goku versus Vegeta round 3. Ultra Instinct versus whatever Vegeta is going to pull out in the next couple episodes. Who's the strongest and why? And what I want to be talking about right now is not only will we actually get to see it sometime down the line, but also who would win for the story. And before we say anything, I just want to make it known, I do think that this is going to happen at some point down the line in Dragon Ball Super. If I had to guess, I think it's going to happen sometime after the 10-year time skip timeline is eaten up and Goku is training Oob or something. However they end up doing this, but Goku and Vegeta are really going to be on their frenemy kind of rivalry, getting better because of each other shtick for the longest of times. And if it happens before the 10-year time skip is up or after the 10-year time skip is up, the one thing I really want it to be is just a friendly match between Goku and Vegeta, but them actually going all out, not holding back whatsoever, using the full might of their power and seeing who is stronger here. And I don't know about you, MJ. I know a lot of people have criticized not only myself but also you in the past for being, oh, Vegeta haters, you don't want Vegeta to succeed or anything else like that. I'm going to plant my flag in the sand right here, right now. I really want Vegeta to win the third and final, probably, match between Goku and Vegeta. Show everyone that he actually is stronger, but at that point it doesn't really matter because it might be a win for Vegeta at that moment, but he's with that knowledge. I think after the 10-year time skip, after all of his domestication, I think he's going to be willing to accept it, and Goku being Goku is always going to look for the next challenge, getting stronger, being stronger, and continue to train over and over again. So what are your thoughts there, man? Do you think Vegeta and Goku will fight again in Dragon Ball Super? And if they do, who's going to win?
Yeah, I agree they will. And I agree with you that it's going to be after the 10-year time skip, because if you remember the Concept Bond ending, right? The Concept Bond ending when Goku leaves with Oob, Vegeta mentions, "I'll beat you one day." So that means as of that current point in time when Goku leaves with Oob, they have not fought yet again. So, with that being said, not counting Patafu. Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that. So, not counting Patafu, they have not fought yet again. So, obviously, this third final fight, the conclusion, the fight to end all fights. I mean, as in WWE, they say the big fight, you know, that big fight feel. We're not going to see that till probably after the 10-year time skip, which I'm fine with that. I would like that. That's cool. That's all right with me. Especially if our theory is right and they go past A to Z after this tournament. I'm pretty sure I'll be fine with it, right? So, yeah. But winning it, I don't know, bro. Like, cause I'm not really a Vegeta like fan, but I can definitely see him getting the win, especially after everything that these two have been through together. However, though, Mark, I want to throw this at you because I want to get your thoughts on this. Some people may say that Goku deserves the win because Vegeta has actually beaten him twice if you count the second victory as an actual victory, because he kind of hit him when he was off guard. So it's like it knocked him out. So like, what are your thoughts on that? Because I agree with you. I think Vegeta should get the win, but this is more of us discussing what some people may think about the idea of Goku getting the win since he actually hasn't beaten Vegeta yet. Because even if you do count the Patafu arc, the fight didn't end there. Remember, Monaka stopped it, so there wasn't even a decisive winner in that one either. So, what do you think?
I think that Goku doesn't deserve the win. I know a lot of people would probably jump down my throat on that as well. A lot of people very divisive on this issue, but Goku might have lost against Vegeta the very first time around. Vegeta was definitely the better fighter. Goku got help. Goku somewhat cheated in that fight too. It wasn't really his fault, but Krillin and Gohan definitely made that their point to step in and figure out how to help him. Yeah, Jirobe as well. At the same time, Vegeta cheated in the last one, so I guess they're kind of even at this point. Even if you really kind of take it at that, but no, I think Vegeta deserves to win. I think he deserves to win all three, but if he deserves to win this one, it needs to be completely devoid of anything, cheating or anything else like that. It has to be a very friendly match, all out, 100% between both of these people, and Goku can't have any tricks up his sleeve. And this is why, honestly, like, after the 10-year time skip, after all the story is played out in Dragon Ball Super, and this is the last thing we're going to end on, because if it remains to be, like, if there remains story after they fight again, I'm not going to like it, because obviously Goku is going to get further than Vegeta. Goku is going to have some Super Saiyan 3 technique that he was hiding throughout the entire fight, and he could have easily beaten Vegeta at that particular moment. And I'm not going to like that, because it kind of lessens the fight between them. I am a huge supporter of Goku versus Vegeta in the Majin Buu arc. I think it's one of the best fights in all of Dragon Ball. But the very fact that Goku was hiding such immense power from Vegeta throughout that entire fight and only served to bring it up when he had to fight Majin Buu, I think really takes a whole lot away from that fight. It takes a whole lot away from Vegeta's, not only his sacrifice of becoming a Majin, but also the training that he was doing in the 7 years between the end of Cell and the start of that particular fight. They can't do that again. They really, I think it serves the story very much to have Vegeta beat Goku legitimately without having to worry that Goku or Vegeta or anyone else was holding back, and then Goku just being Goku, the same lesson that we've learned throughout all of Dragon Ball and even the very beginning of Dragon Ball was you're always going to push forward. It doesn't matter whether he is the strongest person in the room or the weakest, he's always going to keep pushing. And that's not the same with Vegeta. Vegeta isn't going to be the person who steps up, fights Goku, wins, and then he's not going to be just satisfied with that, especially after all the domestication that he's going to have in the rest of the 10-year time skip, and having Brawl, having Trunks, having Bulma in the timeline, and everything else like that. So I really think I would like to see that sometime at the very end of Dragon Ball Super, see Vegeta win, see Goku realize that he can be better than Vegeta at some point, just not now, and this show just end.
Man, dude, hearing you talk about all that, like, I have to say, because I haven't said it in a while, let me paint a picture. So, let me paint a picture here, right? So, you have Goku and Vegeta, right? Goku comes back from his trip with Oob, and this is going off the idea that there's no villain after Goku leaves with Oob, right? So you have Goku comes back, right? Kind of like, I don't really want to tie in GT, but kind of like that whole, I haven't seen Chi-Chi in forever. Let me go see what my family's up to, right? He goes and sees the family. He goes and visits Bulma. It's been a few years, right? Him and Vegeta, like, just cross paths, and Vegeta, tells him, so how strong is the boy? And then they have, like, small talk, and then Vegeta smirks, have you gotten stronger? And then Goku, smirks back, you bet, right? And then Vegeta says, I haven't been, lying around either. And then all of a sudden it cuts to Bulma, like, just walking in, and they're gone. They're just gone. Like, what? Like, what happened? Vegeta's, like, already in his training outfit. Goku's in his new blue gi, right? And they're in the same spot. Goku instant transmission to the very first fight in the Sign arc. Some people may not like that, but they instant transmission to where they very first fought. This time, though, I would switch it. You remember how Vegeta was on the higher mountain and Goku was looking up at him? I would switch it and put Vegeta on the lower, Goku on the top. So you have Goku and Vegeta there staring each other down. The wind's blowing, and then you have Goku's hair like flowing with the wind. The screen fades to black, and then you see that blue whitish outline around his hair, and then boom, the white aura. And then he opens his eyes, Ultra Instinct, right? And then it cuts to Vegeta, who does that pose, and he does his famous pose. And when he does his famous pose, like, it cuts to his arms. And I'm going off of what the preview showed us, the next episode preview. It shows his arms start to like glow from like his hand all the way up to his shoulder, like glowing blue. And he gets that crazy blue aura that he has in the next episode preview with those dark blue eyes and the pupil in the middle of it. And like he's staring back at him. And I mean, bro, with Shida, Takahashi, Tate, all these amazing animators we've seen in this freaking arc, them animating the final fight between Goku and Vegeta. I'm not saying the end of Super, but the final fight between Goku and Vegeta, and then with Vegeta coming out on top, that would be amazing. I can't even stress how dope that would be. Like a 3-episode non-stop fight with the 3rd episode being Vegeta being crowned #1.
That would be awesome. And you know, like, it might even be, I know you've also painted this picture before, and I just want to kind of reiterate it here. You know, you could also do a Rocky 3 ending where it's like they're transformed, they go out, they get like a double punch, and then it just kind of fades out. You have that amazing art, and then it just kind of ends there. I know a lot of people would hate that. You know, oh, it's ambiguous, we don't know who wins, but just that ending, I could really see, and I know we've talked about this before, Dragon Ball has even done this in the extended universe before, having Goku and Vegeta literally end wherever their story ends, literally in a punch-out fest. Dragon Ball Online did that, where they went off and fought each other at the very end of their prime, to the point where it was just like a supernova. I don't know. Like, you could talk about that all you want. Part of me just feels like that's a satisfying end for Goku and Vegeta, them going out fighting each other as their friendly rivalry, you know, from blood rivals, like going to take each other out, at least in Vegeta's mindset, to friends who come at each other and fight each other simply because they push each other to new and better heights, especially if they're going to go off of the whole direction that we all think they're going to go, and they're going to start giving them different transformations, different power-ups, and all this other stuff. Goku gets Ultra Instinct, Vegeta gets whatever he has that Goku could never get or something, and it makes them equal but different at the same time, and they're able to live with it, and they're able to live with increasing their power that way. I gotta say, like, I have to say, that would be the ideal ending of Dragon Ball Super, is just seeing these characters go at it and knowing everything we know about them, knowing that they're not going to stop, and it doesn't matter who wins or who loses in that fight, because obviously this is Goku and Vegeta we're talking about. I love it.
It's really hard to say because this is the final fight. But see, with me, like you said, you brought up those different scenarios. I don't know what scenario I would like best. Because it's like, think about it. You do the whole Rocky, reference, which would be awesome. A lot of old school fans would pop for that. You would pop for that. You mentioned that Rocky's kind of like your Star Wars. You know what I mean? So many people who are old fans from the 80s and 90s would just pop for that. I mean, obviously, it's just a cool reference to do. I think a lot of people know it. It's been shown in different forms of media. So to see Goku and Vegeta do it and the meaning behind it, right? Then, like I said earlier, you could do it to where they actually do fight and Super shows it. And bro, I know people are going to hate me for this, but as of right now, as of what we've seen from the Tournament of Power and even some of the Goku Black arc, I hate to say it, some people are going to hate me for saying it, but Super has passed Super has passed Z and GT when it comes to actual animation. At least in my opinion. Like you can argue Z and GT had like consistent art, not that many derpy faces, but Super has actually passed it in animation, at least in my opinion. So I would love to see an all-out brawl with Goku and Vegeta, like in an all-out fight, because it would just look so beautiful. You know what I mean? And then you can go the route of online. There's so many ways you can go with this. You know what I mean? It's like it's hard to say.
And that's exactly why I think that this is the most important thing that Dragon Ball Super has to do before it ends. And I know it's probably not going to end for a while, and we're probably going to be waiting for this for a while, especially if this is going to be the last fight or the last scene or anything. But before it ends, we need a legitimate... And I'm not talking about Goku versus Copy Vegeta here. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about Goku versus Baby type of thing. Goku versus Vegeta fighting... And like you said, amazing spot would be their original battleground, but it could be something completely different. I mean, they could go to Beerus's planet for all I care. I mean, I think... I could be wrong here. I know it's just the English version. I don't think he says the same thing in the original manga or the Japanese version, but he does say in the English version, the next time they fight at the end of the tournament when he takes Oob off, they're going to need an entire planet, not a tournament ring. Like, and the funny thing about that English version, I think what they did, kind of wink wink to the audience, is that's exactly how they fought in GT. You know, they fought on an entire planet Tuffle. So, so I think that was just kind of a wink wink nudge nudge type of moment. But yeah, like Goku versus Vegeta fighting at the top pinnacle of their strength, either on Earth or away from it, where they don't have to worry about holding back, they don't have to worry about harming anybody. That would be awesome. I think it's entirely needed. And if we don't get it in Dragon Ball Super, I have to say, I think my idea of Dragon Ball Super might be downgraded a little bit if the series ends and we never get this. Because there's nothing else that us as fans, and I don't care if you're in Japan, I don't care if you're in America, I don't care if you're in any other country in the world and you like this show, you know as well as they should know, this is what we want. We want to see Goku and Vegeta fight one last time and actually mean it.
Before we get out of here, I just want to say this. Guys, comment down below, because obviously this is Real to Reals and I's final fight that we want to see. But with that being said, comment down below. Who would you like to see besides Goku and Vegeta? Would you want to see a Goku versus Beerus round 2? Or would you want to see a Goku versus Hit round 3? Let me know down below in the comment section.
Oh, yeah, that's a really good question. Anyway, guys, with that being said, we're going to leave it there. Please make sure to go down to the description section below, hit that link, and go subscribe to MJ. The guy makes some really awesome content. Not only review, spoiler discussions, Dragon Ball Super discussions, and also his versus battles, which you don't want to miss. Those are really awesome. At the same time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Hit that bell over by the subscriber button. Share this video out to all your friends, because we want to hear all their thoughts and opinions on this fight as well. Paint us your pictures in the comments section below, guys. That's what we really want. At the same time, I hope everyone has a fantastic day. It's been real.